Okay, start with Oracle 10G. So first what we have to do, we have to understand the query for the SQL. Okay, so see how we implement SQL in Oracle 10G. In this diagram we have considered two entity. First is student and second one is course. Okay, and there is a relation between these two entities, maybe one to many or many to many. Means here a student can enroll in many subjects or many students can enrolled in many courses. Okay, so for the student table we are putting the name of the table as for student, and for the courses we are putting the name C for the course table. So SID is the student ID of the student table, and we are considering this as a primary key. Okay, and then we are taking another parameter, student first name, or you can say simply first name, and then another one is last name. Okay, and for the courses we are considering course ID, which is a primary key of the courses, and SID is the foreign key here, which is the primary key of student. Okay, what is foreign key? Foreign key is the primary key of another entity in another table. Okay, which means that which reference the another entity, and C is the course name. Clear? Now to implement this we have a SQL query. Here we want to find the what we have to find. See, this is our main objective. Okay, here what we want to find out, we want to print course ID, course name, and student last name from the both table, that is C table and S table. Okay, and the condition is S dot SID equal to C dot SID. Okay, means student ID will be equal to course student ID. Okay, in C table and in S table. Okay, which match exactly. Then we want to print the table. Okay, here we want to find, or we want to fetch course ID, course name, student last name from the both table. Okay, so let us start to implementing this. Okay, so first we have to do what we have to do. We have to drop we have to drop the sequence if there is already present sequence number. Okay, sequence number is nothing, it is declared by the user as per the requirement. Okay, so let's start. So when you log in your Oracle, then you get this interface, and here we go with SQL. Now SQL commands, and put your SQL query here, SQL command here, drop sequence number. Okay, so now run this. When you run this, so if this sequence is present in my database already, then it will deleted. Okay, it will drop. Now another sequence is sequence. Now run this, sequence drop. Okay, now next what we have to do, we drop the both sequence. Now we want to drop the table if already exist. Okay, now let's run this command, in this SQL command. Now run this. Okay, drop table as unique primary key is in the table reference by foreign key. Here, okay, we can't drop this table, first we want to drop C table. Okay, now table drop. Now try S table. Now this is deleted. Okay, now next what we want to do, we want to create sequence number. Okay, now copy this and paste here. Now run this query. Okay, sequence is created successfully. Now next what we have to do, we have to do another sequence number. Okay, we want to create another sequence. It is nothing but it is the unique ID, okay, of the student ID. Let's create this. So you can see here sequence is created. Okay, now next what we have to do, okay, both sequence are created. Now next we have to create the table, okay, with the name as okay. Here we are creating student ID, student first name and last name. Okay, now run this. So you can see the message table is created. Okay, next if we want to see the table, then we have to describe as, okay, to display the table. This time I'm not want to do. Okay, now I want to go forward, so I want to insert some more parameters in the existing table. Alter table as add constant primary key. Okay, here I want to declare primary key. Here I am putting SID, which is the primary key of the student. Now let's start. Okay, table is altered. Now next what I have to do, table is altered. Okay, now I want to create another table by name with the name C. Okay, course name. Let's put this inside this box. Now run this. Here I'm creating a table C with course ID, student ID and course name. Now run this. Table is created. Now next is, here I want to alter this table with the primary key. Okay, and now alter this primary key. I am declaring here primary key is CID. Okay, now table is altered. Now next what I want to declare here foreign key. Okay, which is the primary key in another table, that is student ID. Now run this command. So table is altered. Okay, next what I want to do next, I want to insert data. Okay, now copy this in the student, okay, table. Now let's insert the data into the table here. Okay, run this command. Here we have the invalid character message. So what is invalid here? Here invalid is inverted comma missing, and okay, now run this. One row is inserted, row 1 is inserted. Okay, next I want to insert another name, Abhishek, then Ankit, Singh, Ankit Upadhyay, Ankit Upadhyay. Now run this command. Okay, next row is inserted. Now I want to insert next value, Ankit. Now Jayant Kumar, okay, now it is also inserted. Now next is Love Rai, okay, this is also inserted. Next is Simarjit Singh, okay, inserted. Now let's Now I want to describe the this row, this table. Let's what is our actual result. Okay, I want to select star from S. Now let's see the actual table. The table is SID is 1 2 3 4 5, which is the sequence number started from 1. Okay, now first name is this, last name is this. Now next I want to do I want to insert this data in another table. Okay, let's start inserting. Okay, now insert data into here. Okay, next is Oracle. Here customer course ID, student ID, and course name. Okay, and the sequence number here is 1000, so it will start from 1000, and the value of SID is from the previous, which is the foreign key. Okay, and Oracle is the course name. Now insert this, inserted. Now next value is 2 Oracle Java. Now run this, inserted Java C, and value is 3. Run, inserted. Now 4 C Java Python. Okay, let's suppose Ruby. Ruby. Okay, inserted. Now last one is Oracle. Suppose Python, PyChart, Py Py PyTorch. Okay, this is 5th number. Now insert this, run, inserted successfully. Okay, next what we have to do, we have to describe this table, course table here. Now describe this. Okay, now let's select a star from C. Then let's see the table. So here table is CID. Okay, next the value inserted here. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to execute the query, which is select CID customer name, course name, and last name of the student. Okay, I want to print this message. It will fetch the result with this condition. Let's do it. Okay, you can see here course ID, course name and the name of the student, which is the last name. Okay, now if you have any query related to this, you can watch this from the beginning. Okay, thank you.